Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the program. Thank you so much for being with us today. We've really got a nice show lined up today. Our first guest is Wynonia Lazaro. Wynonia is the CEO for Hurricanne Promotions. Sid Patrick is in the studio. Sid is the president of Metaphysical Resource Center. Sarina Mohan is the development specialist for the Preservation Resource Center. And our fourth guest is Victoria Adams. Victoria is the director of New Orleans Entrepreneur Week. Finally, Kelsey Graham. Kelsey is the marketing and PR manager for JEDCO, and she's going to be talking about the JEDCO Challenge. A great show lined up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Our first guest is a first-timer for us, and we're very happy to have Wynonia Lazaro in the studio. Wynonia is the CEO for Hurricanne Promotions. Welcome to the show. I've got to ask, Hurricanne Promotions, when I saw the name, how did you come, living where we live, how did you come up with the name Hurricanne Promotions?
Well, we wanted to let the world know that the storm was coming. Hurricanne Promotions, we're here to do a great job to bring quality musical entertainment to the South, across the country, with the emphasis on fundraising for our community.
Well, and you come in like a hurricane. You come in like a storm.
We sure do.
Well, no, that's great. Hey, so let's talk a little bit about the organization, and you just sort of mentioned it, but what really is the mission of the organization? You work with the community and...
Yes. My partner and I, Judy Sullivan, have been doing fundraiser for years in the community. And when we started Hurricanne Promotions, we decided at that point in time that we really wanted to give back to our community. So we've decided that whenever we have an event, a concert, we want to select a worthy cause and give back to our community. This time we have picked Team Gleason. Of course, I'm sure everyone knows Steve Gleason.
Absolutely.
And we're excited about being able to, as a result of this this concert, be able to give a donation to the Gleason organization, because he was able to bring so much light to the fact of ALS. To not only the New Orleans area, but the entire country.
Well, let's do this real quick. I want to talk about the event. It's a fascinating event, Midtown Men's Singing Group. Talk a little bit about that. When is it, where is it, and so forth? It's
March 27th at the Mahalia Jackson Theater, and we're very excited. It's the first time the Midtown Men are coming to New Orleans. They are the 4 original cast of the Broadway show Jersey Boys. This is the 5th year that they are touring throughout the country, and now they've expanded their repertoire from just the Four Seasons music to the Turtles, the Rascals, the Beatles, Motown, and it is an exciting 60s event.
Wow. Wynonia, your website is hurricanepromotions.net. We're going to put all this information on the screen, but if I go to the website, I can find information on Midtown Men. How much are tickets, by the way?
There's a range, and you can go to Ticketmaster, or you can go to the Sanger box office to purchase tickets. But I also wanted to share with you, we're very excited about the fact that we have a New Orleans group, the Yacht Pack, opening for the Midtown Men, and they do the swing 60s music. So we're excited about them being able to share this great event as well.
And I got to wrap it up, but also do, it's a fundraiser for Team Gleason, so we want to make sure everybody realizes that. Wynonia, thank you so much for being on the show. Best of success with the event. We appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. I appreciate you being a part of the show today. Great to have Mr. Sid Patrick in the studio. Sid is the president of Metaphysical Resource Center. And Sid, you are also the organizer for the first annual Being Well Expo.
Yes, sir, we are.
What a neat title. I'm intrigued enough because I think everybody wants to be well and everything. Sid, talk a little bit about the organization, maybe some successes that you had, a little bit about what the organization does, then we'll get into the expo itself.
Well, at the Metaphysical Resource Center, it's about everything metaphysical, any type of energy work. So we have classes, we have events, we have guest speakers, we have a healing room where some of the practitioners will come in and do some healings. We just host events and classes mostly. We have very little retail there. Most of it is classes and events.
Well, let me ask you this. Your website is beingwellexpo.com. All the information about the expo, I'm sure it can be found on that, but also about the organization itself,
Yes,
correct?
absolutely.
Okay, so the expo was on March the 21st. Talk about the expo and what people can expect with that.
Well, the expo is going to have three rooms that we're going to be using. There's a conference room where we'll have lectures with many types of different kinds of modalities and speeches. Dr. Marilyn Mendoza is our featured speaker. She'll be there speaking a lot about grief and she'll be speaking about mental illness. We also have another room where we're going to have practitioners and consultants where you can go out there and just kind of see what it's all about. And then we have another room with vendors where they'll be selling their wares and you know, have merchandise that all deal with healing. New Orleans East Hospital is going to be doing a free blood pressure screening there. Oh, wow. Yes, for the public.
Now, is there a cost to get into the expo?
Yeah, it's $7, but we have a lot of $2 off coupons.
Yeah.
We're featured in Natural Awakenings. You can get a coupon there for $2 off. So.
And then the $7 covers the entire day, right?
Oh, yes, both days, Saturday and Sunday.
And Sunday?
Okay. Yes.
Right.
That's the seminar Saturday and Sunday now. Nurses and massage therapists, they will get free entry. And the expo is also offering, for nurses, they're offering their continuing education hours at no charge.
So and if I wanted to come talk to a specialist, so to speak, I'd have the opportunity to do that as well?
Absolutely.
Wow, I mean, that alone is worth $7 right there. Where's it going to be held at?
At the Doubletree Hotel in Kenner.
Okay, and again, this is your first annual.
Absolutely.
And the website is beingwellexpo.com. We're going to put that on the screen. All the information about the expo can be found on that website, as also with the organization itself. Sid, best of success with your expo. Please come back on the show from time to time and tell us how we could get healed.
Okay, will do.
Thank you, Sid.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. In the studio is Sarina Mohan. Sarina is the development specialist for the Preservation Resource Center. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You're talking about something that really, I mean, this just intrigues me. New Orleans history intrigues me more than anything. And you've got the Shotgun House Tour coming up. I think that is fascinating. So just real quick, what is a shotgun house? So
a shotgun house is one of the most common historic house types in New Orleans. Everybody who lives in this town has definitely seen one at some point. The quintessential shotgun house is going to be those skinny one-room wide houses. They have a roof line that is perpendicular to the street, and historically there wouldn't have been hallways inside. Obviously, you know, people renovate them all the time. They put hallways in, they change those types of things up. But those long, skinny houses with perpendicular roof lines are going to be shotguns. Then you can have doubles, you can have side hall, shotguns. They can be any different type of style. So a lot of the houses that you see around here are
big part of
shotguns.
New Orleans history. And so let's talk about the Shotgun House Tour. It's taking place on March the 28th and 29th. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great tour. The tour was actually originated as a way to celebrate these shotgun houses. Back in the 90s, people weren't always so keen on living in them. The small house movement hadn't begun yet, and you know, shotgun houses can be tiny. They can be they're generally narrow. And so we started the Shotgun House Tour at the Preservation Resource Center as a way to celebrate those houses and demonstrate for people how they can really be livable and how you can sort of make them your own. And it's been a really great tour because over the course of you know, so many years of doing it, we've seen so many different types of shotguns, different styles, different floor plans. Everybody, you know, can make a shotgun their own, and so the Shotgun House Tour is a really great way to see all sorts of different shotguns.
So your website is, and we're going to put this on the screen, is prcno.org. All the information about the tour as far as tickets, where to meet, things like that. I'm sure the tour has a guide that's explaining all the shotgun homes.
Absolutely.
Can you actually go in the homes and see the homes inside and so
Yeah,
forth?
so on the 28th and 29th of March, you'll be you can buy a ticket. Well, you can buy a ticket in advance on our website. The tour itself has 7 homes on tour. 6 of them are shotguns. We do have a bonus Creole cottage, just to keep things fun. But the tour, the homes are all open. It's a self-guided tour. Each house is different, and you can go to all of the houses using the ticket.
Yeah.
And the headquarters for the tour, if you don't buy your ticket in advance, is going to be at Nadeau on the corner of Washington and Magazine.
Sarina, that just sounds incredible. The Shotgun House Tour on March 28th, 29th. All the information can be found on the website, prcno.org. We're going to put that on the screen. Good luck. Best of success with the tour. It sounds absolutely fascinating. So I hope you have an opportunity to come back and tell us how the tour went and talk more about upcoming events. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you again so much for being a part of the show. We are very happy to have Ms. Victoria Adams in the studio. Victoria is the director of New Orleans Entrepreneur Week representing Idea Village. Victoria, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
New Orleans Entrepreneur Week. We could probably spend an hour talking about this, so I'm just going to say, have at it.
Sure thing. So New Orleans Entrepreneur Week is produced by the Idea Village. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the mission to identify, support, and retain entrepreneurial talent specific to the greater New Orleans region. New Orleans Entrepreneur Week is our hallmark festival. It's 8 days of discussion, debate, education, competition, and ultimately celebration, all focused on innovation and advanced thinking specifically to New Orleans.
So talk a little bit about what happens during this week. I know that businesses pitch things, but you can actually, I don't want to use the word win, but I guess it is win. You can get a lot of money for your business with
Absolutely.
this.
So the week is comprised of a couple different elements. First is the pitch competition. So we have a variety of pitch competitions showcasing the breadth and depth of early stage entrepreneurs for our region. Some of those do come with cash prizes, anything from $5,000 all the way up to $150,000, depending on the industry. So a lot of those opportunities are actually open for entrepreneurs to apply to right now.
Yeah.
So if you visit www.noe.org, you can learn more about all those open opportunities.
And then can you actually apply if my business, I want to be a part of it, I can apply through that website?
Absolutely. So some of the opportunities have already selected their finalists, but there are 9 that currently have available applications for entrepreneurs to submit. So one of those actually is the Get Started New Orleans pitch being produced by Cox Business and Inc. magazine. They're looking for early stage entrepreneurs making less than $300,000 in revenue, but that application is open and available right now.
Making less than $300,000. Well,
Early stage.
I've got a business that's making less than $300,000. I ought to apply. How many years have y'all been doing this?
So we're going into our 7th year, which is exciting. We're actually expecting 10,000 people to join us this year. So it's gone from a small business conference to something that's really engaging a broad swath of the local community.
And now, if I wanted to come and be a part of this, not really participate, but is there a charge for getting in? Or
no, so what's exciting
really
about it, it's all free and open to the public. So anyone can come. You don't have to be a business owner. If you're just someone that maybe wants to sharpen your skill set and learn a little bit more about social media, there's something for you.
I mean, you
Meet
can do
people.
that.
So we have educational workshops. There are keynote speakers, the pitch competitions, of course, as well as just social networking events bringing together different elements of the community.
Wow, that is awesome. Victoria, thank you so much for being on the show. Tell my good friend Tim Williams hello.
Will do.
I'd love to have him come back on the show. Best of success, NOLA Entrepreneur Week. That's the 7th year you've done that. All the information can be found on the website, and we'll put that up on the screen. Stay with us. We have one more guest. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. We always save the best for last on the show, and JEDCO is a great friend of ours, and Kelsey Scram is the marketing and PR manager for JEDCO. Kelsey, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
We love having Jerry here, but you're a much better sight for sore eyes than Jerry.
Well, I certainly appreciate that.
Just kidding, Jerry. We love having you here. Let's talk about, because we really are running out of time, let's talk about the JEDCO Challenge.
Yes. So the JEDCO Challenge is a Jefferson Parish-based pitch competition held during New Orleans Entrepreneur Week, and it's sponsored by First NBC Bank. That's our presenting sponsor, and then our presenting partner is the Jefferson Chamber. So we've chosen 5 companies, 5 startup companies, to do a live 7-minute pitch at Southport Hall on March 23rd. And then they give that pitch to a panel of Jefferson Parish business leaders and the crowd. And then the winner of that receives $20,000 in cash, and then some additional in-kind services like marketing and access to our business incubator and legal services.
Yeah, and I've got to tell you, Kelsey, y'all were very kind to give me the tour of the facility. Just having the facility alone, I mean, that along with $20,000, that's great.
Absolutely.
But just access to the facility is absolutely an incredible part of this whole project to win that. Now, can you tell us who the 5 are, or is that a surprise?
No, absolutely. We have lots of information about them on our website,
Okay.
and we've worked.
So you have your finalists picked?
Chosen,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
We had 33 people apply, and we narrowed it down to 5 companies over the course of a couple of months. And they are a very diverse range of industries. You've got bioscience, you've got technology, food distribution, retail. So we have Axosim Technologies, and they've created a nerve-on-a-chip technology which will improve drug testing capabilities. Cook Me Something Mister, they make a jambalaya mix that brings sort of an authentic taste of New Orleans and the greater New Orleans region to the whole country. We have Innogenomics Technologies. They've created a blood test that can actually help detect and monitor cancer. My Mix Nutrition is a website where they can people can customize their own protein powder mix and then put it in a smoothie or something like that. And then Sock Spot is a book and toy combo that helps keep families, keep track of their socks.
God. And
So
all 5 of these are startup companies, right?
Yes.
So they're actually in business today.
yes. Yep, they're all startup companies with ties to Jefferson Parish.
Wow. Kelsey, the website is jedco.org, right? All the information on JEDCO Challenge. Again, the finalists are selected, but what a great opportunity for the crowd to go out and be a part of this as well.
Yes, the crowd actually has an opportunity to watch and then vote for their favorite finalist, and then that all ties back in together. So the business leaders, have the biggest chunk of that. They'll be the ones who kind of weight that. But
Well, I've got to wrap it up, and I just want to say, I know it's your 3rd year to do the program. Best of success. Please continue. We always love having JEDCO on the show. Kelsey, welcome, and best of success with the event. Thanks so much for being here. You've been watching Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, and we'll see you next time.